Got him. Hey guys, so I figured I'd basically do like I guess like an optimization test to just play the game to see like where I'm at. Now, I was able to fix a lot of the issues that some people are complaining about in terms of movement or frames dropping. I just had to optimize a lot of assets in general. My main issue right now just stems from sometimes if like the character will be fighting an enemy or just like spam rolling sometimes, there might be like a slight hitch or a performance drop. That's probably like the only reason why I haven't released the update yet, mainly because like I wanted to see if I could try to nail all like the main performance things, because the less performance issue stuff there is later, the more I can focus on just adding more content in like later updates. Now for full clarity, the main thing I discovered that was wrong with the previous builds was the foliage setting was way too high, and then the foliage assets weren't optimized enough to basically make it so you can like maintain the same level of performance while you're playing. So by going through the process of like, you know, like reducing draw calls on those and lowering their material levels with LODs and stuff like that, I was able to reduce the amount of triangles, which effectively has the same impact as increased performance. Now, I was probably going to put a setting in to possibly turn foliage off entirely because, you know, just as an option, because it's more so like aesthetic type thing. You don't actually need it for anything. It's more so just for looks, and if you do remove it entirely, there is a significant performance increase beyond what's already there. Now that being said, the game's capped at, I think the smoothing rate I have for the frames per second is between 30 to 65. So, you know, if you were to make that change with the foliage, then you could probably look forward to like, you know, being able to see performance up to 65 frames per second consistently, depending on your machine, of course. Now, there was an addressing regarding some people having difficulty regarding it. I need to update the specs on the game page because the game does still use ray tracing to some degree. So if your current GPU does not support ray tracing, then you would have difficulty playing the game, mainly because it uses a light ray tracing type system. Now, of course, your system could run that still, but I still would recommend having a GPU that supports ray tracing to make sure you don't have any significant issues. Other than that, this is mainly just me messing around on like my build character. Like this is basically what I go through and test with generally whenever I do an update. So after this, I'll probably switch over to, you know, a new character so I can see the new cutscenes and everything. Because I've already tested them out on this character, so I'm not gonna be able to replay them. As well as the bosses don't just auto respawn in this build that I'm working with right now, so I can't really just go back and re-trigger the cutscene or re-trigger the boss. I might be able to re-trigger one of the cutscenes, but I'm just not sure. But I can give it a try. I'll just go ahead and use this so these spawn real quick. I should probably level up first, actually. Alright, let's see if I've already triggered this. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I love what you've done with the play. I hope you can hear me in there, brother. Whatever that thing is, I came to tell you, all is in order. Your curse may progress any way you please moving forward.
Thank you. You may leave.
Nonsense. Father wishes to celebrate your talents. You've outdone yourself, Taurus. Never has he seen such a display of horror. Besides, you know you shouldn't hold that form for too long. So why don't you...
Leave me! I'll be fine.
I suppose I won't make you say no a third time. I expect to see you later, though. The real you. Oh, and be on your guard, brother. Father's chosen has his eyes on us.
So my only real gripes with the scene is that now that like whenever like like you're getting ready to listen to the audio effectively, there's a little bit of issue where uh Taurus's breathing is kind of going over Havoc's audio, which it's meant to be like ambient. So I think I might need to lower the volume on that a little so it's not like that impactful on the scene. But other than that, I kind of really like how the scene came out. I can't really think of too many other things I would fix other than the way the audio's mixed. And then someone on Reddit also said it'd be wise to add bass or reverb to the voice. So that's also something I'll probably add in before I release a new update. But additionally, like, after making the changes, removing the rain, lowering the setting on the foliage, the performance in these areas are pretty high. The only real issue comes like when you rotate the camera towards specific areas. I'm not too sure what that is yet, because I have tested it in different environments. It seems like if you're facing this way, you're just going to be sitting at 60 frames per second. But the moment I turn in this direction, it starts not necessarily getting framey, but there is like a frame rate hit by at least 10. But it's not enough to really mess up gameplay. It's still the main thing that's problem. The problem is the hitching, which I don't really know how to solve that quite yet, because I do need to use the profiler to see what's causing that. Because it really seems like it's only when you're in combat, and it's only when you roll. Because sometimes the rolling will trigger it as well. But yeah, from here though, I think I'll make a new character, and I'll just go ahead and start back and just go work my way to the other bosses and stuff. That way you guys get a good general idea of what's in this version before I do the update. One sec. Which actually, I'll go ahead and add this to my notes as well. I want the system that when you open the settings menu, it resets it. There we go. Okay, so going forward from there, I'm going to go ahead and make a new character here. Or maybe load up an old save I didn't know I had. Oof. I think what I could do is I should make it display maybe question marks. Oh, I definitely don't remember this character. He's just level 1? He's just level 1. No, it's so weird. I mean, it's the assassin character, so I guess it's like... It's still one of the classes, so this still kind of gets me to what I was trying to do, which is just show the cutscenes. So hopefully, like, he hasn't fought any of the bosses yet. I would assume not, because I mean, he's really like... He's only level 1. So I think I'll still go strength, because that's just what I know when I play any game like this.
I don't have much stake in your survival, but it's in both our best interests that you make it to the capital as soon as possible. Whatever this is, it's more than mere person. The way out straight to heaven, you're gonna have to make it to the gatehouse.
I don't know why that audio cut out sooner than it was supposed to. I guess I'll just rush to the boss in general. Because, I mean, I'm mainly just trying to get to the cutscene. I don't actually expect to be able to beat the boss. Got him! Oop, too early. Yeah, so since he has low focus, he's going to do way less damage with his magic attacks than the other character. Alright, I think I'll switch. Oh, I haven't collected any of the weapons in this one. We'll just do it as is. I think, because I'm running up on the greatsword spawn. It's just I'm gonna have to actually get through this first. It shouldn't be a problem as long as that was excessively loud for some reason. Oop, too early again. Okay, let's grab the greatsword real quick. We'll get way more utility out of this than we'll get out of the wand with no focus. And I can level up again once I get through here. Which I am too low, I'm going to ignore him for now. Okay. So we're going to open up the gate so we can get back and then also fight the first boss. But we're also going to check on a bug, because there is a bug here that keeps happening where the NPC Cedric, his camera won't focus on him. It'll kind of just focus on the chair behind him. So I'm still not sure why that's happening, but I'm sure I'll be able to find a solution once I go back and modify this build a little. Okay. So let's see if it's still jank. I'm pretty sure it's still jank. Yeah, I just don't know what causes this, because the camera is literally, it's looking in the right direction. Like, this is the bench that's to his right. It should be focusing on him, so it's focusing on this object over here.
For the past few days, people had started going missing in her care. Soon after,
Oh, wait. I think I know what it is.
I had only ever heard of them in nursery and wives.
I'm gonna skip this because spoilers.
Oh, be careful out there.
So I think what's happening is, and with the Unreal Engine cameras, like the cinematic, see there goes those hitches. Basically, it'll focus on a character, but since the way this animation is, his root is right here. So it's trying to focus on the root that's right here when he's actually back here. So what I need to do is I need to make it focus on his mesh instead of making it focus on the actor, because that's the reason why it's aiming in the wrong direction. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So I should be able to get that knocked out with the, opening up the Unreal Engine again and then modifying it. And then side note for the comments in general, should there be fall damage? I mean, a lot of games, a lot of Souls and RPGs do fall damage, and I could definitely make mechanics around it. It's just more so does it have to be in the game now, I guess? Because there's a lot of features I need to implement still. I just don't know if it's worth to put that time investment to add a little more depth to difficulty. Especially when, it's not a new enemy or new content or anything, it's just a new feature to punish you. Alright, so this should be the drifter gear. So the stuff we already have, basically. Which I mainly did because I wanted everyone to get to try each class's different equipment throughout this level. So this level mainly acts as a way to collect old travelers' equipment. That way you can kind of make sure you get a good chance to try everything at least once without having to make a new character consecutively. Alright, we should be able to level up again. Alright, this should help us. We'll get a ring real quick. See, there's an issue with this character already. 2 of the same ring. But, I mean, I think that's just a part of the... I think I did that intentionally, because that means you'd be able to get a chance to get the ring again as another class. So I guess it's fine for now. Most I could do would probably be, if you pick this class, remove it and change it to a different item. We need strength, we need health. Alright. Ooh, that was good timing. Alright, let's get on down here. So since we pulled the lever up there at the gatehouse, thanks to Cedric, now we get to access this boss fight.
Stray little lamb, how far you've traveled. You have a talent for ending up in places you're not wanted. You've got promise.
I should add more effects onto that overall animation. Oh, see, there we go. So the binding for the boss isn't working. So let's go ahead and put that down. So Grimwick boss is not spawning after cutscene, and when cutscene is completed, it's not spawning on reload of level either. There, so I have that added to the notes. The only sad part about it is I have these this aura I can't spin to level up. I'm gonna have to go back to main menu, then come back, and then I might have it. I can't remember if I changed it so you get to keep it when heading back to main menu. But I know if you return back to the last aura mantle, you lose your aura. Which I'll probably change that, because realistically, the goal is to add a level of difficulty, not to be too much like Dark Souls in that sense, where if you return to a bonfire, you lose everything. Especially if it's a return to last checkpoint type thing. I mean, most I could do is probably take the feature out and change it to an item, but I mean, you know, it doesn't really seem necessary at this point till later on, because the main goal of this portion of the game is testing out features and optimizing the game for when I add more stuff to it. All right, so we have it figured out that that first boss is not working in this current build, so that's something that has to be gone back and changed. So now we can go back and test the next boss out to see if he's working. I'm gonna put health, strength. You'll soon realize that I am a one-track kind of thought kind of person. I don't really use many other things once I get a big weapon. Okay, so since we opened the gate up here, we have a shortcut. So we don't have to go to the lower half anymore. We also could have fast traveled between points, but I'd rather just, you know, explore around. Reset them to their spawns. And we're also going to skip everybody through here too. So the cool thing about handling level loading like this means that all these NPCs that are loading in are effectively going to despawn or return to their base positions whenever I change locations, which makes it so, like, you know, you're always going to have something to fight when traveling between locations, which will make fast travel like more of a thing that's important when it starts costing something or there's any kind of mechanics to make it so it's not free for you to do. That way I can trap you in different areas. But going forward from here, let's start this cutscene.
You made me do this. I would never harm the priestess. How dare you test my faith? Heretics! All of you! This is no curse. It's the priestess's will. I must prove myself to her. I must prove my goddess. Love it. No. No. An apostle. You test my faith.
Oh, okay, so this is working like it's supposed to, at least. Ooh. You can see at the bottom there, I got my lightning meter. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ow. See, that makes me think it's something with the AI, because the fact that this area runs really smoothly, but then when he does certain things it lags, makes me feel like there's something with what he's doing. So I might have to look over... Oh, I can't stop this. Oh, okay, that worked out. Oh, timing was off. Oh my, I flew into that. That's on me. I was so close. Damn. I want to end this video with killing him. I should be able to get him, because, I mean, I was pretty close just now. I don't really see any reason why I shouldn't be able to get him on my second try. Like, because these bosses are, like, they're solid in terms of how much damage they do. But, I mean, if you know what you're doing, it's not really, like, that much of a problem. Let's lose the gauntlets. Let's use the wand. And now that we've viewed the cutscene, if we go back, it should just spawn him where he's supposed to be. We'll see, though. There's always a chance that there wasn't a platform set for him like it's supposed to be. Yeah, so there needs to be a platform set for him, because what's happening is it's going to teleport him back up here. This level area isn't loaded in, so then he falls to the world. But we'll figure it out. But that'll be it for this video, effectively, because I'm mainly just trying to go over the changes and things that happen, what the delay's about. If I were to add anything, I would say in this scene specifically, I need to figure out what's making the cutscene so framey, because the past two have been like seamless, like there's no lag or anything, but this one has like lag issues. And then also these bodies need to have decals added on them to maybe add mud, so they look more part of the environment. As well as I want to add more blood and mud to his model, so he looks more like he just finished fighting these people. Hey guys, After Edit Houston here. Just wanted to basically say thank you for watching if you watched to the end, as well as if you want to support the project. Fade is planning a Kickstarter coming up in March, so if you want to support us, make sure to follow us on the link below in the description, as well as if you want to support us in general, just make sure to follow us on Twitter, head to the website, join our mailing list if you want to win any chance of win statues or other merchandise that we might be doing giveaways for leading up to the launch of the Kickstarter, as well as if you want to support me directly, just reach out to me on Ko-fi and support me as on my dev site. But from there should be everything. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're having a great day.
You know you shouldn't hold that for.
Until next time.
So why don't you?
Leave me! I'll be fine.